Hi. Okay, so I got a request to do the Superstars kit, and this kit is available at Sephora right now. And it has Aurora and Trinity are the two colors that it has in it, plus like a blush radiance dual jar and a special brush for the blush. So I'm going to demonstrate the blush and the highlight color and everything like that. But I'm going to start with the eyes. So what I have here is I did my usual prime time and then the Well Rested Clear Radiance mix. And I'm just going to take some Aurora on the blending brush, which is a big fluffy brush, and put it all over. And usually I like to start in the middle right here so that you have a the most amount of color right there. Because wherever you put your brush down first, you're going to get the most amount of color. So I always like to start right where I want it to highlight the most. And then I'm just going to go back and put a little bit more right on the inner part of my eyelid here. And you can blend it up and back too, so you can put it all over the lid. And I just did that a little bit more heavily right on the inner corner because I'm going to foil it like this on the inner corner. And so it creates a nice base for that. Okay, now I'm going to take some Trinity and just put it on basically the outer half of my lid. And I'm going to kind of pat it on starting at the lower lash line. Now on me anyway, this is a very kind of subtle color. It's not really bright or even really dark, but it does kind of darken the outer corner, and it has a sort of slightly purple cast to it on me. I think it probably has more of a purple cast on some people. So I'm starting at the lash line, but then I'm going to go kind of like into the crease as well, and then kind of just go above the crease right here on the outer corner. Good. Now since it doesn't show up really well on me, I kind of have to go back and do a couple of layers, but you can make it as dark or as light as you like. So we're just doing that. Okay. Got a nice base there. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to take some Aurora, and this is my concealer brush, my cheap concealer brush, and I have kind of a thick paste on there of the Aurora, and I'm just going to foil it on the inner corner here, or the inner half really. Just up to the crease, not too high. And then since I just made my brush damp, it's not really wet at all. I just kind of tapped it in a little bit of water and then tapped it into the minerals, and it made that thick paste. And I'm using my regular dish, so you probably can't really see it all that well, but maybe you can see that. It's really thick. So since this is only damp, now that I've used up most of the foiling mixture, you can just easily kind of blend the Aurora into the Trinity like that, and that just helps to give a really nice soft line there. Okay, and I'm just going to line with Catwoman, and this doesn't come with the kit, but you might already have it. It was really hard to find for a while, but then they came out with the Pussycat Eyes kit, and it was in there, so it's not so hard to find anymore. If you don't have this, you could use Onyx or any black. I think Caviar is my favorite black right now, but Catwoman's a good choice because the Aurora has like blue undertones in it, and so does Catwoman. It's got like these silver flecks in it, and that might look even a little blue sometimes. So that's why I chose Catwoman to go with these colors. And since it's a nice dark black, it adds a little bit more definition and drama to the look because it is a very subtle, sweet look. Alright, this is a cool blush brush that comes with this kit. It kind of has a little fishtail. And Angel Bunny from Mineral Madness, or Erin, I guess is her real name, sort of suggested this tip that for using one side for radiance and then the other side for blush. So you kind of just put radiance on that side and then you'll put it on your cheek, and that'll put a nice highlight on the upper part but blush on your cheek at the same time. So I just want to kind of show you how to do that, and hopefully you can see. I don't know if you can see, but I have the highlight color up here and the blush over here. So I'm just going to take the brush and let's see, I'm going to put it on my face that way. So I just want to get one part in there, and I like to like squish it around a little bit like that, kind of squish it in there, and then go do the other side and squish it, and then you can still tap off the excess. You can tap it back into your brush a little bit too if you wanted, but there you go. You see you have like one blonde side and one blush side, and then this is great. You just smile and then kind of stroke it back like that, and that'll give you a nice application. So now if you want a little bit more blush, which I usually do, I like to put the brush like this, like that, into the blush so that it's mostly in the center, and then do the smile thing. And this brush really gets it in the right spot, right in the apples of your cheeks. So and you can just do this if it's not blending properly or something. So I think I need more blush for the other side. But you can just go like that. And you can build the color as you go. So it's not looking that blended right now on my cheek. That looks better. So that's how you use the brush. I think it's easy. And actually I think I prefer just using the blush color by itself and then doing my highlight later, you know, with a different brush or by itself, because you can just get it right in that center there and it'll give you the perfect application on your cheeks. So I use this actually a lot and I really like it. The other thing that came with this kit is the Destiny Buxom, and this Buxom is beautiful. So it's one of my favorites, my new favorites. Crap, sorry. Oops, I said crap. It's kind of it's pink, but it's not too bright, and it just gives you a really, I don't know, pretty lips. I don't usually wear a lip liner underneath the Buxoms. I find they stay in place for me pretty well. So, but if I do want to wear a lip liner, I usually use the Sally Hansen Invisible Lip Liner because it doesn't have any color, and it does form a nice little barrier around the edge of your lips, so your lip gloss won't run. And so that's basically the Superstars kit. Thanks for watching.